Now, it is time that everybody finally understands time. In part, this is a science film. In part, this is a proposal from me to you for dramatically changing the world. Mostly, this is all extremely interesting. It explains truly life-changing breakthroughs in physics, and a special topic that deals with water, droughts, famine, and the planet's environment. The key breakthrough in this film deals with time. In case you have not already heard, I'm here to tell you the mystery of time has been solved. In this film, I'm going to explain time for you. It's really cool. There is more. This science film will also cover two other major breakthroughs in physics. Altogether, this film covers three main topics: the solution to the question, what is time? The grand unification of physics, and the solution to fusion energy. In my opinion, directly and indirectly, this new physics is going to dramatically change your life. While this new physics will change your understanding of physics and astronomy, in my opinion, its biggest short-term benefit is it will prevent wars over energy. It is possible this new physics could literally save your life. Actually, this new physics has the potential to save millions of lives by reducing the risk of nuclear wars and nuclear proliferation. This new physics promises to dramatically improve the economies of all nations. It offers a new, much higher level of world prosperity. One very interesting, very specific benefit of this new physics is it will enable us to collect massive amounts of fresh water in hot deserts. Obviously, a benefit like that would greatly help to eliminate droughts and famines. Global warming, climate change. Lately, it is likely you have heard many alarming and scary environmental predictions. Well, you can simply forget them, all of them. Every one of those environmental predictions is now wrong. In essence, this new physics is very green. As a result of this new physics, scientists will be required to completely revise their environmental predictions. In essence, this new physics completely invalidates just about every bad environmental prediction that you've ever heard of. In my opinion, nothing could possibly be greener than this new physics. Besides all of that, this new physics is very interesting. As you come to understand the physical and the philosophical meanings of this new physics, you might find that it is very satisfying to your soul. Hello, my name is John Nordberg. In 1983, I made a major physics discovery. I solved the mystery of time. Since 1983, I've taken a wide variety of steps to help other people also understand time. Over the years, I have personally explained time to thousands of people. There have been times when I've been interviewed on radio programs, when I've explained time to hundreds of thousands of people, perhaps even millions of people. However, so far, I've failed to reach enough people. Not nearly enough people have heard about this breakthrough. Literally, hundreds of millions of people, billions of people need to understand time. This science film is the next logical step. Let me emphasize this point. Everybody needs to understand time. It is time to permanently eliminate the myth that time still remains a mystery. The mystery of time has been solved. On the one hand, if you don't understand time, then you have a big disadvantage. On the other hand, understanding time gives you a big advantage. For example, since that day, the day I solved the mystery of time, I've been using this knowledge, this advantage, to make other major breakthroughs in physics. I've also used this advantage to patent new technologies. So far, I've received two major patents. One is for a new class of fusion power plants, and one is for a new way of conducting electricity. Personally, I would have thought by now this should have become big news. So far, it hasn't. I've been patient. I've never stopped working on this. I've spent over 36 years thinking about time and the grand unification of physics, and nuclear fusion. Now, it appears to me that I need to work a little harder at publicizing this new physics. As you watch this film, you might find that it has a special benefit for you. At least, that is one of my goals. I thought of specific types of people that might be in the audience and designed this film to have specific benefits for each type. As you watch this film, I invite you to watch for interesting details and to imagine how they might directly benefit you. My biggest reason for making this film is to quickly help large numbers of people to both understand time and the related breakthrough physics. Specifically, I want to help you understand time, then understand how this leads to the grand unification of physics, and then help you imagine how these physics breakthroughs are going to start changing our lives. Another reason for making this film now is that, personally, I would like to get to know a large number of people, talented people, that would like to get involved in my plans. Good people, people that I might be interested in working with. Maybe that includes you. Maybe you can help me to change the world. Believe me, this has become way too big a project for me to do all on my own. For example, if I can get the funding, I'll create a new fusion energy laboratory. It will be located here in Minnesota, just west of the Twin Cities. The goal of this lab will be to engineer and then license my new commercial fusion power plant designs. Later, I have plans for creating at least 3 charitable organizations. Also, I've considered one other fun commercial enterprise. It's really cool, but I can't get into explaining it here. These plans need a lot of talented people. When you talk with other people about this film, please keep that in mind. Lately, this physics has led me in a completely new direction. It made me think of a new technique for getting massive amounts of fresh water in hot deserts. Besides helping to eliminate droughts and famines, this technique could dramatically improve the world's climate. In my vision, a nonprofit will build fusion power devices I call desert oasification atmospheric water generators. These devices are extremely interesting, and they do not really require fusion power or any new physics. Anybody could build them right now. In my opinion, eventually they will change the world. These devices are so large that they have the potential to transform hot deserts from brown to green by collecting millions of tons of water from the atmosphere. In essence, when you have these devices in hot deserts, then you should no longer need to wait for the clouds to form and then wait for the rains to fall. Later, my example explains how these devices could be used to green a portion of the Sahara Desert. In my opinion, these devices have the potential to change the world's climate. Are you intrigued? I hope so. Anyhow, if I start this charitable organization, it will require, at a minimum, at least 150 people with a wide range of skills and knowledge, including people like water and soil scientists and experts on desert farming. If all my plans pan out, then I could eventually need the help of thousands of people, good people, talented people, with a wide variety of knowledge and skills. Worldwide, this new physics could have a major ripple effect on the world's economy, adding hundreds of thousands of new jobs and creating trillions of dollars of new wealth. Yes, trillions. In my opinion, it is to your advantage to learn about this new physics as soon as possible, right now in fact. If you learn about time and the grand unification of physics now by watching this film, then you will understand this important information before the majority of other people. In essence, you will become what is known as an early adopter, and you too can use this knowledge to your advantage. If you are an early adopter and understand this physics before others, then I can see how this information may make you very wealthy. However, this is not just about making money. Understanding this new physics is truly satisfying all on its own. At least for me, it is something that satisfies the soul. On the other hand, let me be absolutely clear about this fact. The ideas in this film are worth many trillions of dollars. Using these ideas, potentially, a lot of people are going to create a lot of new wealth. Fusion energy is only one part of the big picture. There's no doubt about it. There's tremendous value in these ideas. As you watch this film, keep this in mind. I designed this film for a wide audience. At first, part of me wanted to design this film for special target audiences. Part of me wanted to make this film just for the physicists. Part of me wanted to make this just for the astronomers. Part of me wanted to make this just for the superstring mathematicians. Part of me wanted to make this just for the environmentalists. A few of the other special audiences I considered were CEOs and top executives of energy companies, venture capitalists, and the politicians. In the end, I decided to make this film for anybody interested in science. After I had finished most of the film, I had time to reflect on what I'd created. I realized this film is still sprinkled with specific topics designed to appeal to each of the special target audiences. The standard wisdom of movie editing would be to delete these specific topics. A professional movie editor would have advised me to tighten it up. You have way too many special topics. You need to dumb it down. For not following that advice, I apologize. I cannot imagine explaining any of the topics in this science film within the confines of a short interview with a news reporter. In fact, it is not possible to explain one of the main topics with a 30-second soundbite. Simply, this information requires thinking. Plus, there are simply too many interrelated topics to design this film for the people that have short attention spans. Instead of shortening this film, I decided to make it a little longer. In the end, what started out as one science film became a series of 6 science films with 2 optional sections.